सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्ति। वक्रतुंड महाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। सरस्वती नमो नित्यं भद्रकाल्यै नमो नमः। वेद वेदांग वेदांत विद्यास्थानेभ्य एव च। सरस्वती महाभागे विद्ये कमललोचने विद्यारूपे विशालाक्षि विद्यां देहि नमोऽस्तुते। यदक्षरं पदं भ्रष्टं मात्राहीनं च यद्भवेत् तत्सर्वं क्षम्यतां देवी प्रसीद परमेश्वरी। अखण्डमण्डलाकारं व्याप्तं येन चराचरं तत्पदं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुरेव परं ब्रह्मा तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानामालयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्। शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। श्रीविद्योपासनासक्तं श्रीविद्यापीठभूषणं श्रीविद्याभिनवं वन्दे श्रीकृष्णानन्दसद्गुरुम्। श्रीविद्यापाठम् वासुदेवेन्द्रयोगीन्द्रं नत्वा ज्ञानप्रदं गुरुं मुमुक्षूणां हितार्थाय तत्त्वबोधोऽभिधीयते। हरि ओम. So we looked at the definition of ātman. And Bhagavan Shankara says, what is ātman? Sthula, Sukshma, Karana, sheaths vyatiriktah. Because there is something more to it. But at the moment, we are going to look at what is Sthula, Sukshma and Karana sheaths. Because this is an inquiry into the truth. Tattvamasi, that Brahman, Atman is who I am. And this Atman definition is, it is other than the, some part of the definition says it is other than Sthula, Sukshma and Karana Sharira. The moment you say Sharir, Sharir means body. The moment you say Sthula, Sthula means gross. means matter. It means something that is tangible, something that is seen, known through your senses. You can touch it. This is Sthula, table, chair, anything that is made up of matter. It is visible. It is seen. It is known through the senses. That becomes Sthula Sharira. And this Sthula Sharira, as Bhagavan has explained, his definition is there is a pañcikaranam, there is a process that these 5 elements go through. This is called grossification of the 5 elements. When this process, now this pañcikaranam grossification is described a little later. So we will look at how that comes together. But there is a process. The Pancha Mahabhutas we saw last time, the 5 great elements. These elements you will notice, observe, is present in every creation. Anything that has been created, you will see the presence of these 5 great elements. And these 5 great elements, Mahabhutas, from point of view of subtlest to the grossest, subtlest being space. Can we see space? Or even can we feel it? No. It is very subtle. Space, then comes air. Air, we can't see it, but we can feel it. Subtler than that is fire. Fire, we can see it, we can also feel it. Then comes water. Water can be seen, can be felt, and can be tasted. Then comes earth, grossest of the 5 great elements. This can be seen, this can be felt, this can be tasted, this can be smelled also. So from space, air, fire, water, earth. These are the 5 great elements. And anything that is created in and around, we will see in creation, we will see the presence of all these 5. Only difference will be its proportion. In some places, one of the element or the other will take greater proportion. But all 5 are always available. There is a process that happens, and where these 5 great elements are grossified, and then matter is created out of it. So whatever there is, this matter, it is born. And actually here we refer to the Sthula Sharira is this body of ours. It can be seen, isn't it? It is tangible. So Bhagavan says, this is born out of Sat Karma that we have done before. Karma, Punya Karma Phala gives us this body. And he also says it is Sukha Dukkhadi Bhoga Yatanam. It is like some transaction happens through this body. There is a give and take that happens through this body. We see the world around us, we take something and we give away something. This counter of transaction is this body. Also, he says, this Sthula Shariram goes through 6 modifications. Asti, Jayate, Vardhate, Viparinimate, Pakshiyate, Vinashyati. What are these 6 modifications? Now, potential existence. Existence, asti, is when, suppose let us take it. The mother to be mother. No, we say she has conceived. But before even we declare, she is feeling unwell. She knows that there are some changes happening. And then she goes to the doctor. Doctor confirms, yes, asti. That it is. It begins from there. Then what happens? This, whatever that fetus, confirmed now. In fact, we say, until it's not confirmed, let's not give out the good news. And there is good news. So this good news, what happens? After 9 months, Jayate is born. So there is the seed and then it sprouts. Jayate, once born, okay, that is the good news we have to give you. Child is born. Then the child grows, vardate. Yeah? Then viparinamate, matures, apakshiyate, decays, withers, then vinashyati. This is the story of every sthula shariram created. If anything is created, it will perish. We only don't know when that will happen. That it will die is guaranteed, but we don't know when. It may take 10 years. It may, for a butterfly, it lives only 24 hours. So for the butterfly, a human life is as good as Brahma's life, the life of the creator, because it will say, I live only 24 hours, one day. The human being lives for 365 days and he calls it 1 year. And like that 1 year, he at least lives for 75 years. How many days is that? He might be living infinitely. So human birth, according to the butterfly, will be infinite, eternal. But for us, how do we feel? No, if we had more, it would have been nice. How nice. The banyan tree lives for thousands of years. Some certain places, sea turtles and tortoises are known to live for 300, 400 years. So they will know 4 or 5 generations of the human family. So it is like that. So whatever is born, Sthula Shariram, will end. It will perish. So, but one thing, so because it's going to perish, are we not looking after it? No, we must not neglect the body. In fact, if the transaction place is clean, then there is pure transaction happening. So it's we use it as a vehicle, and in fact, we must understand it because Shastras say it is the temple which houses the ātman within. Therefore, you have to take care of it. Deho devalaya prokta. So it is like holding Ishvara. So it's a temple. Take care, maintain the temple properly. But the temple cannot become your deity. The deity is seated within, and we must seek. When we enter the temple, we don't say, temple, I have arrived. This is the temple. I am happy. I got darshan of the temple. Darshan of the deity is important. Aarti of the deity is done. So we have to take care of it. Now this is Sthula Sharira. After this, he says it is not, Atma is not Sthula Sharira, nor is it Sukshma Sharira. So now we will see what is Sukshma Sharira then. We'll just read. Sukshma Shariram kim apanchikrita panchamahabhutai kritam satkarmajanyam sukha dukkhadi bhoga sadham pancha jnanendriyani pancha karmendriyani pancha pranadaya manaschayikam buddhischayika evam saptadashakalabihi saha yattishtati tat sukshma shariram. What is he saying? Sukshma shariram. What is the subtle body? That again, born out of the 5 great Bhutas, Pancha Mahabhuta, anything in creation is born from there, born by the five great elements, which have not undergone grossification, which means it is subtle. It is not tangible. It is not perceived. So it is something subtle. And again, born out of the good actions of the past. Sat karma janyam. And it is the very instrument for what? For the experience of joy and sorrow. So and we will see now, but it is constituted here of 17 items. Sapta dasha kalabhihi. What are these 17? It is the 5 sense organs of perception, which is the pancha jnanendriya. Then the 5 sense organs of action, which is the pancha karmendriya. The 5 pranas, where here it is called pancha prana. Then manaschaikam, mind, and buddhi, buddhischaika. So 5 jnanendriyas, 5 karmendriyas, 5 pranas, that is 15. Then you have the mind, 16, and the buddhi, intellect, which is 17. So this Sukshma Shariram, Bhagavan Shankara says, is made up of these 17 items. It is constituting of 17. And these are all subtle. Okay? Now we will just understand this. As I said, this is not gross. What is the difference between gross and subtle? Subtle is Sukshma. It cannot be seen through the naked eye. And it is not tangible. You cannot just go and touch it, like how you do matter. So now when we look at this, we say pancha jnanendriyas, isn't it? Which are the pancha jnanendriyas? 5 organs of perception. 5 organs of perception. These, before we look into the detail of this, let me tell you, some books later in Advaita Vedanta only, when you study, they may say the Sukshma Shariram is constituted of 18 factors. Here they include egos, ahankara vritti they include. So if you read that there are 18 and you don't feel, why they are saying like that, it should be like this. Some other places only 16, where the mind includes everything. It includes the buddhi, it includes the ahankara. Because these are all nothing but thoughts, thought form. So here, the 17 components we have seen. Now, if you see the 5 organs of perception, now you will say organs of perception. Which are the organs of perception? First of all, we will see it is the ear, eyes, nose, tongue, and skin. So you will say, but this is Sthulam. I can see the ears, I can see the eyes. That is the organ, right? Organ is seen. The eye is seen, so it becomes Sthula Sharir. When we are talking of Sukshma Shariram, here we are speaking about the faculty of hearing, not the ear. The faculty of seeing, vision, not the eye. This is the difference we must know. Because see, one may have the physical eye, but may not be able to see. One may have the physical ears, but may not be able to here. Right? So this happens. That means just having the hardware doesn't ensure that the software is compatible and you will hear. No. There is a difference. This we must see. This is Sukshma now. Faculty of seeing. You may have the two physical eyes, but oh, I'm not able to read these days. So what do? I go to the eye doctor. Then he checks. Then he says, oh, the power is diminishing. You will need glasses. Isn't it? Then, no, I can't see, very blurry. He will say, oh, cataract is developing. So many things can happen. I have the physical eye, but not the capacity to see. The capacity to see is Sukshma. Right? Therefore, that belongs to the faculty of these organs of perception. It belongs to the Sukshma. That is why we have called it Sukshma Sharira here. Now, a little bit in detail we will go into Sukshma Sharira. You will say, we have learned this in science in school time. Do we have to go through this? That here, the function of the ear is to hear. We will anyway give it a go. Here, Bhagavan says about the Jnanendriyas, Shrotram, Tvak, Chakshu, Rasana, Granam, iti Pancha Jnanendriyani. Shrotrasya Digdevata, Tvacho Vayuhu, Chakshusha Surya, Rasanaya Varuna, Granasya Ashvinau, iti Jnanendriya Devataha. So he has told us about the 5 Jnanendriyas. Now, Shrotram, Tvak, Chakshu, Rasana, Grana, iti Pancha Jnanendriyani. Now, whenever in the Vedanta text, if you have Shrotram Adi, means etc. Shrotram, etc. Shrotram, Tvak, Chakshu, Rasana, Granam follows. We must understand. Okay. So he says here, there is a beautiful twist here. Shrotrasya Vigdevata. He says there is a Devata for each of these functions. Okay. Now see, this is very beautiful. It is very advanced state of meditation. And in deep meditation is when the rishis, this truth about the way the universe functions has been revealed to them. Understand? That's why this is a shastra we are studying. This is not some fictional. So we, first of all, as a mumukshu, seeking that truth, we are to take. We should have enough shraddha in what is said. We, with complete shraddha, pay attention to what is being said. Now, for every function that is in the universe that is happening, the hearing capacity, the entire function of Shrotra, ear, there is a Devata which is Dig Devata, that is space, or you can call it the direction. And of the skin, the Devata is Vayu, air. For Chakshu, the faculty of seeing, Surya is the Devata. Then for water, who the very this of Varuna Bhagwan is for water. of the nose, granasya, nostrils are there, right? Right nostril and left nostril. Ashwini Kumaras, you would have heard in the Puranas, Bhagavatam, and all there is mention of Ashwini Kumaras. They are the physicians of all the devatas. They are the devata of the function of smell. Now, in our field of experience, this is the loka. Loka is field of experience. How do we know what is happening in the world around us? Through seeing, through hearing, through smelling, through tasting, through touch, isn't it? That is why they are known as Jnanendriya. They give us information, they give us knowledge about the world we live. The counter is there, that is the hardware, and then there is the Sukshma Sharira, which many of us might be in front of the computer now. So the hardware is there. We are seeing the monitor, but if the mind right now is not available, what will you do? Mind is Sukshmam. And even I cannot say, because all of you are looking into the monitor. But if the mind has gone to go into the kitchen or gone taking a walk outside, I will never know. You will also realize a little later, oh, where I was, what did I miss? Sometimes, when we crack a joke in class, then somebody wakes up a little late and they're wondering why everyone is laughing. Then oh, that person was not available. So physically available, but Sukshma Shariram was not there, you see. So this is the difference between Sthula and Sukshma Sharira. And we need, now these are the various functions of hearing, smelling, seeing, tasting, everything is going on in every Sthula Sharira. As we have in any organization, or let us say government of India, we say government, Indian government is there. And who is our Prime Minister? Mr. Modi is there. Now, and government of India rules over all over India, right? So the rules apply for everybody. But now, if in my house, electricity is gone, current is gone, or the phone is not working, do I write to the Prime Minister directly? But he is the Prime Minister, he has to see. Do I say he will go and correct it? No. Prime Minister will say, please, I have many departments, In my government itself, there is Home Department, Finance Department, Defense Department, all these categories are there. And each one has further taken care of. So the Home Minister has made many such departments in your state. So you will go to that state office in which that, oh, then you go to the electricity board, there is no current, which is the main office, headquarters. No. Headquarters has also got certain branch offices. You just contact your branch office closest to your house to get things going. Isn't it? Common practice. So that is why if I have a problem with any of my senses and it's not functioning properly, I don't need to go to Narayana Bhagavan, Parabrahman to treat me. I have certain devatas who will handle the job. These are the functions of the devatas. This is important to know because our Vedas really tell us that, listen, if you have a problem with any of your senses, let us do one yajna towards one of these devatas. For so many days you do this. Your vision is a problem, do one thing. On a Ravivara, chant all these mantras and do Agnihotra. Do something is told related to that devata. And effects, consequences are there. Therefore, we must know this. Okay. So, if I have the ear, but Vayu Bhagavan, I may have done something, not taken proper care. Surya Bhagavan, I may have cursed. So my vision is Let me take care of the Purva Janma Papa Karma that I have done. I have ways of doing Pariharam and correcting that. I don't need to go to the ultimate God for these small jobs. We must know this very clearly. Therefore, Devatas are also given here. And don't bother too much if it is getting too heady. What we understand here is, further he says, Shrotrasya Vishaya Shabda Grahanam. That is the function in this field of experience that we have. Shrotrasya Vishaya. What does it do? It receives sound, Grahanam. Constantly. Hearing capacity means I am constantly receiving sound. And without any discrimination. Oh, hearing capacity, oh, ear. Just listen to only the class. Don't listen to sounds coming from outside. We have no. That is, we have that control, but we have to be able to control the mind. That manas cheka, no, and buddhis cheka, that we have to control. Then the ear can be controlled. There is a difference, no? So here, Shabda Grahanam, Tvacho Vishaya Sparsha Grahanam. Tvacha, Tvaka, skin. Skin tells you, it makes you, you can feel through the skin. So it tells you, is it very cold? Is it hot? Can you feel the touch? Is it a soft touch? It is a harsh touch. Is it a silky touch? No, we say all this, isn't it? With touch. So skin gives us this experience. Then you have Chakshusho Vishaya Rupa Grahanam. The eyes, vision, sight is for what? For perceiving, Grahanam, absorbing what? All kinds of forms, shapes, sizes, color, everything. So it receives, simply receives forms. Then you have Rasanaya Vishaya Rasa Grahanam. The tongue. What does it get? Absorbs taste. So you know, this is salty, this is sweet, this is bitter. I have my coffee and I say, oh, salt is less. Now I want sugar is less. Whatever that is. You know, you get to know the taste. Then Granasya Vishaya Gandha Grahan. So the function of smell, the nose, nostrils, is to be able to get the smells of the world. So this smells good. Oh, this incense is smelling very good. Oh, that is bad smell coming from there. Do not go there, isn't it? So we know our world through this. So this field of experience that we have is because all of this cognition is happening very, very beautifully. When all of them function properly, the Sthula Shariram as well as the Sukshma Shariram, then that experience is enhanced. Right? So knowledge is gained, direct perception is gained through the 5 sense organs, that is ear, skin, eyes, tongue, and nose. The presiding deities or ears, face, of the skin is air, of the eyes is sun, of the tongue is water, and of the nose, Ashwini Kumaras. So you know now, in detail, he has given us what is Sukshma Sharira. Now we must understand the capacity of hearing is separate from the ear. The capacity of smelling is different from the nose. The nose, the ears, the eyes are Sthula Sharira, which is dependent on which yoni we are born. We are born in the human body, there will be certain senses. We are born in different bodies. The body accordingly will have that, whatever is required for its perception. The faculty for all of these is what is called Jnanendriya, which belongs to the Sukshma Sharira. Now, just as, and if you see Jnanendriya like that, Pancha Jnanendriya, Pancha Karmendriyas, we will see what this sense organs of action, Karmendriyas, action. And you will say, again, similarly, the organs of action, what are they? Speech, again, the tongue, hands, legs, the anus, and the genitals. These are the organs of action. Now, when we talk of them, we have to know, are we speaking of them in the hardware, Sthula Sharira, or in the Sukshma Sharira? Okay. This we consider Sukshma. Now, what is that? We will just read. Vak pani pada payu upastaniti pancha karmendriyani. Vacho devata vannihi. Hastayor indraha. Padayor vishnu. Payor mrutyuhu. Upastasya prajapatihi. Iti karmendriya devata. So, Vak, Pani, Pada, Payu, Upasthani, Iti. That is, speech, hands, legs, anus, and genitals are Pancha Karmendriyas, 5 sense organs of action. In this, of Vacho, Vak, Devata is fire. Fire. Of the hands, Hastayor, Indra. Of the legs, Padayor, Vishnu. Then Payo of the anus is Mrityu, death. Upastasya of the genitals is Prajapatihi. Okay. Now here we must understand one thing. Presiding deities, when we speak, Agni, Indra, Vishnu, these are not, these are smaller devatas. These are not, this is not the king of kings, Indra. This is not Vishnu Bhagwan as in Narayana Bhagwan, the Supreme Lord. No. Smaller deities have also been given these names. And here, when we see, we say, no, speech. The tongue has 2 functions. One is of a Jnanendriya. We taste. When we taste, suppose we have a cold and cough and we have fever, at the same time, what do we say? I don't have any taste, only doctor. No? I can't taste anything. The faculty for tasting has gone, but you can still speak. The tongue has 2 functions. One is of taste, the other is speech. And the deity for taste is water, Varuna. The deity for speech is fire, Agni. Very beautiful here. Bhagavan has given us 2 ears and 1 tongue only. So this 1 tongue also performs 2 functions. Therefore, the tongue must be used very carefully. You don't, but you know, we will see for most of us, the 2 ears he has given, listen, listen, listen. Bhadram karnebhi shrunuyama deva. Listen to all the auspiciousness. Listen to all the good things from around you. Keep listening and absorbing. That we are not doing only. But this poor tongue, one tongue which has to do two functions. 2 years perform 1/4 of the job. This one tongue is constantly tasting or speaking. Tasting, speaking. This karmendriya and jnanendriya is always functioning. And see, you see water and fire are opposite in nature, but when you are treating the same tongue for faculty of taste, you are going to invoke Varuna Bhagavan. And then if you are speaking, it is about speech, then Agni Bhagavan. Now in this also, very beautiful. See how, even though it is in English, you will notice, when we speak, what do we say? When somebody spoke very well, oh, fiery speech. From where did this fiery speech come? And then if we have a discussion, heated debate was going on. If more it is used forcefully, we can all sense it is fire spewing. Isn't it? So Agni is the deity of speech. Then Indra of the hands. Vishnu, hands. Does it mean this physical hand? Physical hand is Sthula Shariram. Everybody can see it. But I have a hand, but I cannot lift it. I have no energy to lift my hands. Oh, you're talking of the Sukshma function, right? And it is said, without God's will, you cannot even move your hand. Even though you have a hand. I have legs, but I cannot walk. I'm so weak. When I take a step, I fall. You have legs, no walk. No, I can't walk. Because the faculty, Vishnu Bhagavan, is movement. Hands are for grasping, for holding. Right? We want to hold something, we grasp. The energy to hold and grasp is different. It is Sukshma. And this movement, every sharira, every prani, every creature in creation moves. You may say the tree does not move. The roots are moving and the stems are growing, branches are moving. It may not move from one place to another, but part of the tree is moving and there is momentum seen. So every momentum in the universe, who rules? This Vishnu Bhagavan. Every grasping in the universe that happens is ruled over by Indra. Every speech, it is not only human beings speaking, every sound that comes is also governed this way. Now, we also speak of one more karmendriya, which is the anus. What does the anus stand for? Evacuation, for throwing away, for letting go what is not needed. It is an action that has to happen, isn't it? There is just one anecdote. It is more of a joke, but it brings home this point. All the parts of the body were discussing who is greater than the other. So the heart said, see, I am very great. I pump blood. That is why everybody is alive. So then the brain says, hey, no. We can install one, we have these machines. And even when you're being operated upon, every part is kept alive by that pump machine. Oh, so you're not very great. The brain says, I am the greatest. No, then the pranas are there saying, I only give you oxygen, therefore I am greater. And like that, everything, hand, leg, everyone is considering. Now everybody think, what is the anus? Bullshit. Sorry to use that word, but this is not treated as any great. Anus says, okay, you all think you all are the best, no? I will stop. So what happens Every part of the body says, no, 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 don't do that, don't do that, don't do that. You are great. Why? We can't hold on to garbage for long. We have to give it away. We have to throw it away. Then only there is space for fresh cells and renewal. So, just as a joke, but what I'm saying is, this is very important. Everyone has to also, whatever food that we eat has to get digested. That digested food gives energy to the new body, and what is left as undigested food, not wanted anymore by the body, has to be thrown away. So this part, which is a faculty, action that is happening. And who is the presiding deity of this function? Death, Mrityu, or Yama. Because Yama takes away what is not needed anymore, fresh of what is needed can be replenished there. And then we come to the genitals. Now here, Bhagavan says, Prajapati is the presiding deity of the genital. Prajapati is the one who sees that procreation happens. Each of the kind of prani, creature, begets its own. No? So, of their own reproduction happens. So, the function of speech, here we see Vacho Vishaya, Bhashanam, Panayor Vishaya, Vastu Grahanam, Padayor Vishaya, Gamanam, Payor Vishaya, Malatyagaha, Upastasya Vishaya, Ananda iti. So you see, what does he say? The function of speech, of course, is to speak. That of the hands is to grasp things. Of the legs is locomotion, movement. Of the anus, elimination of waste. And of the genitals is pleasure, ananda. Why is he said ananda? Because he says if it is not pleasurable, then nobody will involve in it. And then you will not procreate your own kind. Therefore, it is said that anandam is its vishay. So, we have seen Sukshma Sharira, how different it is from Sthula Sharira. And here we are talking of the subtle functions that are going on that make our life experience. In and through this counter, this body, this instrument that is there, how do we experience the world around is because of the Sukshma Sharira. That is why living in this body and going through Sukha, Dukkha, this is enjoyable, this is not enjoyable, this is pleasurable, this is not pleasurable. Now, if we have to go through it, basically, if we prick the body anywhere, it hurts and we don't like it. But now, if I have to prick the body so that a certain foreign body does not penetrate or has to be removed, I go through that pain. I go through that pain. Why? Because I say, no, 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 it is for a better good. So here, Sukshma Shariram is playing, not the Sthula Shariram. Sthula is going through pain anyway. Sukshma Sharira says, it is okay. This pain is acceptable. Therefore, we decide to go through surgeries also. I have to go through some pain. Let me do it for a better good. Sukshma Sharira. Right? So we are going through, see, our experience is made up of both Sthula Shariram as well as Sukshma Shariram. We have to analyze this. The moment we say, it is my experience, my analysis, my observation, my knowing of the Sthula Shariram, my knowing of the Sukshma Shariram, what are we involving here already? Is that I am different from it. Isn't it? This we usually don't pay attention to. When I talk of my car, my phone, my house, I know it is other than me. The phone might get dropped, the phone might get robbed, or I may get bored with the phone and so I want to say, change it, right? Like that only. My vehicle is there. When I have to use it, I get into it. I put petrol, I take it for servicing, and then I leave it where it has to be, forget about it. Because I am not the car. I am the one who drives the car. I am not the phone. Right? Like that, Sthula Shariram and Sukshma Shariram is not who I am. Bhagavan Shankara is saying, Sthula Shariram Vyatarikta is ātman, Sukshma Shariram Vyatarikta is ātman. Which means you know your body. You know the body has been changing. You know the body is going through some particular problem. You know in the Sukshma Sharira this is happening. Today my mind is not working properly. Today I have no sense of taste. No, I am not able to see clearly. There is blurry vision. That means capacity to see has reduced. I know of all this. Right? So I know that it is other than me, that therefore I can make out that there is a change there. It was not like this, it has become like this. I want to repair it and get it back to normal. Once it has become normal, I say now it is normal. That means I am not it, I am other than it. Because Tattvabodha is an inquiry into the truth, but while inquiring, we must pay attention to what is being said here, so that we absorb it and the right way we understand. Not simply because somebody has said. We have to know how we are all of this. So here we come to the 5 organs of Karmendriyas and Jnanendriyas. Here Bhagavan Shankara has now gone to state the Karana Sharira. He has not spoken of the pañcakośas, which we will be dealing with later, and then he will also be talking of beyond the 5. So here, let us now go to Karana Sharira. We will come to Pancha Pranas because that is the other 5 Karmendriyas, Jnanendriyas, Pancha Pranas we will be dealing with. Because we must also see this as in a vyashti in an individual as well as samashti in the collective. Right? Whatever is spoken of in the individual level also applies to the collective. So Sthula Sharira, wherever you see, if you are referring to the physical body of the dog, of the buffalo, of the tree, of the human being, these might be different. When we are referring to Sukshma Sharira, it could be the faculty of all of this along with mind and buddhi, depending on what is more prominent, less prominent. We are speaking of Sukshma Sharira. We have understood the very potential to grasp, the very potential to see, the very potential to move. This is what makes it Sukshma. This potentialities, this faculties is not, you cannot touch it. It is not tangible. That is the difference. It is Sukshma. Now we go to a very important and very beautiful, you can only call it all that because it is just as Bhagavan only says, you cannot explain this. And what is that? That is the Karana Sharira. Gross body, subtle body, and the causal body. Karana Shariram Kim Anirvachyan Anadya Vidyarupam Sharira Dvayasya Karanamatram Sat swarupa jnanam nirvikalpaka rupam yadasti tat karana shariram. He says, Karana Sharira, this causal body, is anirvachya, which means inexplicable. Okay? It is also anadi, that is beginningless. It is avidya rupam, in the form of ignorance. It is the sharira dvayasya karana matram. It is the cause of the other two bodies. Which are the other two? Karana sharira, Sukshma sharira and Sthula sharira. It Karana sharira, very karanam it is, very cause it is of Sukshma and Sthula sharira. Therefore, it is called Karana sharira. So, it is Sat Swarupa Ajnanam, ignorant of one's own true nature. Sat Swarupa. It is Nirvikalpaka Rupam. Nirvikalpa, it is there. Vikalpa is movement, it is duality, it is two, it is many. This is Nirvikalpa. That means without any vikalpa. Without any vikalpa, homogeneous. It is free from any duality. This is Karana Sharira. Okay. Oh, so how can ignorance? We have to look at this. Now we hardly have much time. So this Karana Sharira, we will discuss in detail in the next class. Very important, because first of all, we must understand this Karana Sharira is the very basis upon which there is the Sukshma and Sthula Sharira. Okay? It is of the nature of ignorance. Now, when we say ignorance, avidya, not knowing. One thing is, it doesn't know the true nature, its own self, the nature of the self. The ātman nature is. When you don't have knowledge of our true nature, everything begins from there only. All our creation begins from there. We begin to do things, we think of things attached to something, not knowing our true nature. Now, this ignorance is anadi, which is beginningless. We will look at examples also. When I say, I don't know Sanskrit, I don't know Hindi, I don't know Tamil. Does anybody ask you, hey, from when do you not know Tamil? You don't know at all. Anadi, it is beginningless. But one thing is, it can come to an end. Ignorance can come to an end. It is always there and it can come to an end. Right? The moment I decide I have to study Sanskrit, I have to study Tamil, I will pick up books, I will take courses, I will take classes. After 1 year, I may not know complete, but I cannot say I don't know. I will say I know Sanskrit. That means ignorance of Sanskritam has gone. So it can be put into an end. But when it is there, it is anadi. Do you know to cycle? Either will know or not. I will say I don't know. But they will not ask. Nobody will ask. From when you don't know to cycle? If you say, I know how to cycle, oh, when did you learn? That can be a question. I don't know to swim. From when do you know not to swim? Nobody will ask. Oh, I know to swim. Oh, when did you learn to swim? When did that knowledge start? Is a question, right? So, ignorance is anadi, beginningless. Nobody asks from when. Doesn't matter. You don't know. It is homogeneous. No vikalpas, no duality at all. I don't know. That's it. And each one of us has this. Now the beauty is, Bhagavan calls all of this also Sharira only. The moment we think Sharira, we think body, which will mean tangible. And then we are saying this is Sukshmam. But you see, understand the difference. There is the whole body of ignorance lying in each one of us. This we may call the unconscious. This we may call what we go into when we are sleeping every night. Isn't it? When we sleep every night and we wake up, what did you know during that sleep? What was your experience? I didn't know anything. There was nothing. Ajnanam. I wasn't there. That world was not there for me. I was dead to the world. Body, where I was, body consciousness is not there. Mind is not there. Because if mind was there, I may have been dreaming but not sleeping. But when I'm sleeping, I don't even know that I'm there. Isn't it? So we all go through this. So there is this from where all our knowledge, all our ignorance, all our actions, and all our ideas, everything springs. So this is the place. The Karana Shariram is the cause of the Sukshma Shariram and the Sthula Shariram. Little more we will look into this in the next class. And then proceed to the Pancha Pranas. We will understand, because when you just be open to listening to all this and do mananam, just contemplate, and you will find out, oh, it's so beautiful, this way of knowing the world. We may have never analyzed the world this. Isn't it? When I see something and I like it, where is this liking for it coming? It is coming from the Karana Shariram. I don't know why it is there. We all say, na, in our house, nobody understands music, but where this boy is taking such a great, our son is such a great musician, where did it come from? We don't know. So where are these likes, dislikes, where are these vasanas coming from? Can we see it? We also don't know many things. Unconsciously, there are many things that are coming to us. From where is that coming? I don't know. Karana Sharira, that is that, which is Ajnana. So just go through these verses, read through, do mananam. We will conclude for now and take it up from the next class. Namadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Shanti.